Hey guys, Marky here. Today I am tasked with taking out the trash. That's right. We're looking at the absolute worst songs of 2020. Now overall it was an interesting year. I liked some songs from this year, but there are ones I really despise. Which makes it more interesting nevertheless. I might make separate videos on some of these songs, but I will give a summary on why they're bad. Now let's roast these absolute dog shit songs that just so happened to drop in 2020. Now I get why meme rap is made. It's not meant to be taken seriously, and overall it's just people having fun. It's like a stand-up comedy special except in music form. The comedian is a rapper who's making the song and they tell funny lines to the audience, hoping to get a reaction out of them. I mean, it was pretty harmless at the time. But jokes aside, the music itself is not good, especially if it's from another trash SoundCloud rapper.
Just shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2.
Now the two individuals that made this song go by the names of Slump AK and Lil Rocket Launcher, which aren't very creative names. We get it. You tote weapons. But this nigga really just named himself after his favorite Fortnite weapon. Bruh. And look at this cover too. If you're unfamiliar with the house in this picture, then that's the house that appears in Family Guy, specifically owned by the Griffin family. One time Peter Griffin made his house the White House of Pretoria. But enough of that. Let's get into these garbage ass lyrics. Just shot at a black man and took his shoes. So basically, after you shoot the black man, you're gonna make him unable to take a walk. But what if those shoes were really expensive? You just took the shoes he paid for. Despicable. I don't wanna fuck this bitch. She smelled like poo poo. You. TMI. I don't think we needed to know what she smelled like, and I could have gone my entire day without hearing that. Just scammed a bum ass bitch who work at Home Depot. My nigga. What do you have against the depot? Now I know this is scam rap, which rose to prevalence in 2020 thanks to TJX6. But at least I can say his scam rap music is good. This nigga though? He's just not good. Also, what if they aren't getting paid enough? That really is hurtful then. Let's send this off though with just stole my grandma's perks and now she got mad. Of course she's mad. Those are her prescriptions. How dare you take those? Now if I tackled all the lyrics we would be here for 5 whole ass minutes, so I'll make a full-on video instead. Just know that this is rubbish. Well, I bet you saw this coming from a mile away. See, I hate when singers and rappers compare sex to food because it's rather disgusting when you get the image. For example, the pussy sounding like some mac and cheese. That almost made me green in the face when I heard it. Or what about eat that shit like a burger? So you're telling me that the pussy is bite-sized? Bet they won't serve that at a McDonald's for children. But by far the worst way to do it is to have food in the music video when you use a word to describe her pussy. And out of all of the words you could have used, you use the adjective yummy. The fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, you got that yummy yum, that yummy yum, that yummy.
Now this is Justin Bieber's attempt at making R&B, in which I'm gonna tell him stop. Look. This makes me Trey Songz level uncomfortable considering the crimes that the man did. And paired with these disgusting lyrics, it makes for a really unpleasant song to listen to. Now I know what you're gonna say. But Falco, this is a song aimed at his girlfriend. Yeah, whatever. The lyrics fall flat in that department as well. And let's not forget the fact that he used babies to promote the song. What the hell possessed him to do that? And at the time this song had some competition on the charts. It was Stuck Behind the Box by Roddy Ricch. So he made this describing exactly how to stream the song, saying, hey, play this in your sleep, and it could rack up 10 million streams. If I were to play this while I was trying to sleep, I couldn't do it. I would just sleep like this if I tried to. But overall the promotion didn't work, and unlike the title of this song says, it left a rather sour taste in my mouth than a yummy one. Next. If I were to choose which celebrity I would wanna live my life as, Lil Pump would be the last person I would ever pick. Let's start than the fact that he's dumber than Patrick and has all this rent due that he still has yet to pay off. Plus he has expensive cars, degrades women, sips lean and is a very annoying person to live around. Why am I talking about me living Lil Pump's life? Well, this is why.
You ain't like me, walk with 100 band in my jean, BV down dripping on my ring.
Now from what I assume is going on in the photo you see here, Lil Pump is having a birthday party. Except he doesn't wanna be there. Yep. He looks bored out of his mind, which is exactly what it sounds like. He was dragged into the studio and forced to record this. Like he was trying to chill at home but he couldn't even do that. This song is boring and nothing more. There's nothing else interesting to say here, other than he's bored. Yup, that's it. Next. This is exactly why I hate music leakers. Because of the maternal attic turned into a whole lot of red situation where yeah, it could have been better if the leaked songs were on it. But nope. Since the songs were already leaked, that means that the rapper has to make new songs that we haven't heard before. And usually this does decrease the quality of the album a bit. But the new songs shouldn't be that bad, right? Wrong. Clearly you haven't heard the new songs on Eternal Attic.
Pop, 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 pop that ass, do the dash, I'll be running out of gas every time.
Now this is an awful attempt at a trap banger. I get that it's outer space themed, but this beat is annoying along with Uzi's performance of him saying the words pop and Balenci a lot, so much so that this video was made because of that. I also find the sound of this unappealing with truly nothing bringing me back into the song. I guess the transition is cool, but on the album it transitions into an even worse song. It was cool when they did the transition with On That Time, but that's the only positive thing I can say about the song. Next. Carti was absent for most of the year, but he was there every now and then, whether he was on the god-awful Pain 1993 or when he tried to make this shit. Hey guys, Future Falco here. When 2020 Falco says absent for most of the year, he means absent for most of 2020. That's all. Just wanted to let you know. Now back to the quality content you're watching.
What the hell is even that?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I understood the concept of To Kill a Mockingbird way better than I understood what Carti was even saying in that clip we just played. He's like the person who gets called on by the teacher that refuses to speak up. I don't even think he's speaking English. He's speaking the Minecraft enchantment table language. Like bruh. He literally sounds like a baby trying to say actual words. And this goo goo gaga ass beat doesn't help either. I know Jetson Maid produced the beat, but it sounds like a child produced this on the fucking Fisher-Price keyboard. This sounds very childish, and for a grown-ass man like me to be reviewing this I am very critical because I don't still watch Disney Junior. So I don't know where you got the hideous production from or your fetus voice, but put them where they belong. Not on a mainstream song. Hey, remember the Harlem Shake?
Do the Harlem Shake.
That was a dance song made in 2013 that was very energetic. Now take the energy out of it, make it more boring, and there you go. You now have the 6th song on the list.
Trap money, hey. Snow bonnets, hey. Trap money, hey.
Now the Harlem Shake was way before TikTok became a thing. While the dance may have died out, its legacy sure hasn't. I bet that there isn't any TikTok dance that is better than the Harlem Shake. So Future tried to do that but only ended up making a very repetitive and boring song where the flow is mostly the same. And as you might see later on this list, some of the other songs on this list are clearly made for TikTok. These are the worst as it feels cash grabby and not genuine. This could have been genuine, but how Future performed the song didn't reflect that. It sounds like he didn't want to be in the studio. Next. At the time, Whole Lotta Red was a social experiment. Carti dropped it to see how people would react. And some people hated it when it first dropped. Understandable. It's probably not your cup of tea. You might not like Carti screaming. I might. It all depends. But everyone came to a consensus that this was the worst song on the album. I can agree. So the only way I can introduce it is this. You know how I said Harlem Shake was repetitive? Well, you'll be surprised. This next song is even more repetitive. Carti says jump out the house a total of 26 times. And if you do the math, that is approximately half of the 1 minute and 33 second runtime. The thing that makes it one of the worst songs on this list is that the repetition gets to you. By the 14th time he says jump out the house, I bet you would have already jumped out a window by now. Either that or you threw your headphones into the street because of how annoying it is. It's the modern day Gucci gang with how goddamn annoying this is. Only positive thing I can say about this song is that the autumn remix is better, so go check that out. But that's the only reason worth checking out the song. Next. Out of all of the songs that blow up on TikTok, this by far is the worst one.
Right there!
So this song got Josh 685 a lot of recognition. I don't know who the fuck that is though. Must be a producer. Anyways, you got the worst singer in the world on here saying his own name like he's a Pokemon. It doesn't help that the instrumental is annoying and ear-grating. Not to mention that this song is boring and uninteresting. This song's about how this girl wants to break up with Jason but he doesn't care. He still wants that savage love. What does savage love really mean? Well, it's a reference to sexual intercourse. And yep, this video already got demonetized. Let's just move on. When TJX6 said that his ears were dripping with blood, I believe this is the song on Whole Lotta Red that caused that. Now I don't even know how you could make Carti's baby voice worse, but he found a way to make it worse. He turned it up to a higher octave that makes me ears bleed. Seriously. The high pitch is really annoying and sounds like a fork scraping across a plate. It's unpleasant and nobody wants to hear it. It sounds like two mosquitoes trying to make music. This is what that music would sound like. I don't know why Future's doing it either. But I wish this was never made. I really do. This last song here is the worst of 2020. If you don't know WAP, it stands for wet ass P word, and they talk about that in this song. Bad thing is that even Kids Bop couldn't make a cover of this song. I can't talk much about the lyrics because I might get demonetized, but I do know that Megan absolutely carried.
Switch my wig, make him feel like he's cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat in the food chain.
There's nothing lyrical here, just two females talking about their P word. Well, here we go again.
Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your
Now I did originally review this back in the 29th of September of 2020. However, that review was not long enough, so let me cover more substance and get my way around age restriction. So there's not much lyrical content here other than the two women talking about their wet P words. The lyrics are kinda whack, not gonna lie. Also, how wet is this P word of yours where you need to get your boots and your coat? Also, he just paid tuition to kiss you on that P word. Tuition is expensive and you shouldn't be paying it for this type of shit. Also, why is a clean version of the song playing during the music video? It sounds even more disgusting. Wet and gushy? Is this your P word that you're talking about, or some macaroni and cheese? Also, in the clean version, instead of put this P word right in your face, it's put this cookie right in your face. What type of fucking recipe is this? And my point still stands. It's vulgar for the point of being vulgar. Plus, Cardi B made this because women should be able to express themselves. Well, yeah, you got two women who rap about sex to express themselves. But if your way of expressing yourself is by talking about how badly you want to give him this wet ass P word, then that would probably be a violation of your freedom of speech. Also, instead of him getting a phone just to take pictures of it, he should get a phone to listen to Cupcake instead. This remains a not good. Thanks for watching. Dishonorable mentions go to said a lot of things by Smoke Perk. Say You Love Me by Chris Brown and Young Thug. Street Shit by Blueface. How by Lil Baby. Contact by Wiz Khalifa. Tap In Remix by Saweetie. Sick With Regret by Scar Lord. Sassoot by Lil Uzi Vert. Running by AB. Gold Mine by Joyner Lucas and Tutu by 6ix9ine.